saying that this has not been anticipated, that an impeached judge would then be designated by quite a large number of parliamentarians to sit on the Judicial Council. But that's where we leave it with Heidi. We come to this now. Women in different spheres have been honored at the WomenCan Awards. And the aim of the awards is to foster growth, transformation and development of influential and inspirational female leaders. To tell us more about the awards, we joined by WomenCan Founder and CEO, Tumi Mthembu. Good afternoon, and thank you for your patience, Tumi, who's been in studio with us, observing how the mechanics and the machinery works behind the scenes. Thank you so much for joining us. It had to take quite a lot of courage for you to decide to be independent after having the security of a corporate job. Yes. When did you make that leap of faith?
It was 7 years ago, and I looked at, firstly, it was my paycheck to say 7 years when I joined this organization. I still had the same paycheck 7 years later, but also for me, I was looking for something that I know that it will be purpose-led, because I believe that I was called to do things for other women, and for me, I found the space of owning my own agency called Envision Brand would allow me to flourish and thrive, and that's when I decided I'm going to open a PR agency.
All right, but PR agency largely focusing on the promotion, growth and transformation, personal development of women. It could have been anything else. Your vision could have been that you want to be a top 400 blue chip company or play in the IT sector. You decided to focus on women. Why?
I think when I started my journey, the first client that I got, it was a woman that called me and said, I have a project for you. And when I started understanding what is it that we want to focus on from an agency perspective, I did talent management. All my talent were women. So everything around me was supported by women. And that just gave me the courage to say, let me create different platforms where women can thrive and where women can share their impactful stories. Hence, the WomenCan platform was born. It was born this year in January. And also with that, it was me doing a call to action on social media to say, I'm looking for 37 women to come and celebrate my 37th birthday. But the women that I'm looking for, I'm quite particular, is that I need women that believe they've got the potential. And to my surprise, it was more than 37 women. I had women from different spheres that came to the event. And from that, WomenCan was born, and today we are here. We are celebrating the WomenCan Awards, which took place on Saturday in Midrand, and we had the opportunity to honor and celebrate 8 remarkable women that have changed the South African landscape when it comes to women empowerment.
Okay, what are your expectations for WomenCan going forward? And if you were to outline your wish list and tick the boxes, what is it that Tumi wants and what would satisfy you in your journey of transforming the women's space?
I think for me is I want to put the spotlight on what women can do, because we often neglect our achievements as women and how we can collaborate with each other, where we are in spaces where we connect. But the most important thing is the celebration part of what we have achieved. No story is bigger or smaller, but as women, when we are given the platform, how do we show up for ourselves, and what other environments enables us to make sure that we are able to achieve what we are set out to achieve.
And how do you set yourself apart from a saturated market, especially when it comes to eventing? We might just have event fatigue, or that we are so tired. There's always some organization or the other that needs support. How does yours stand out?
So with us, we are saying empowerment should not be expensive, and this is why we are here today. We're calling out corporate South Africa to say, you've got the resources, you've got the tools, you've got the women in the organization. WomenCan has a community of more than 2,000 women. How do we expose them into the different fields across the different corporates that we are working with? So one of the topics that we had at the event was challenging the corporate status quo. So is that to say, as a corporate, we've got the community, how do we then bring it to your facilities so that you are able to show what is it that you do as an organization.
Okay, so how then do you start that particular conversation? Because corporates may not have a focus on women empowerment specifically. It's about the bottom line and where they want to drive the business. So
I think for us, we were fortunate because when we started with the likes of Deloitte. They hosted us for International Women's Day, where we had 50 ladies that went into Deloitte, and we were part of the conversation for women on the move from Deloitte. So there are organizations that are focusing on women empowerment, and we're saying we would like to invite our women into their spaces so that they don't have to pay to be empowered.
All right, a quick, just your email, website, or any other contact details?
We are available on all social media networks. It's WomenCan_SA, and our website is www.womencan.co.za.
Really appreciate it, Tumi. Really enjoyed spending time with Tumi Mthembu in studio. She is the founder and CEO of WomenCan, and you can join them on their social media, on their campaign to empower, transform, and encourage more women to tell their stories. We come to the story